defensively. Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Hey, switch gears, switch
Hey,
gears.
exit.
Mark 55,
Big time shot.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Real. Hey, alert 33.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Regular. Alert. Hey, box truck.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. Black 25. Easy.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, stop.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch the twins. Check safety.
On play action, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy. 5 on the 50.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get wide.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mark 54. How you get out of here? How you get out of here?
Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, high 7.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9". That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 59.
Run.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Rip right. Rip right. Check.
Point it right.
Switch it.
I got it.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Well, he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Point it right.
Following the interception, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. to throw. Winston. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Play fake. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now Winston on 4th down. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Kill. Easy. Ringo. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Coleman, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
General West.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
180. Hey, alert 33. 54. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check. What? Up.
Third and long for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mayfield. This is Coleman with a grab. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mayfield to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Watch safety.
Green, triple team.
Safety's creeping.
Follow. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hurry.
At the 31-yard line.
Run. Watch out.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mayfield now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Take me up. Here we go. Real. We got double up. Hurry.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Boone here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He's crashing. He's checking.
1st down, Winston. Lets it fly for Thielen. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw, Mayfield. Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Minnesota.
Watch the run. They're running it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's second down.
Second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now Winston finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Come on. Sunday. Follow.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Easy. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Winston to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First down, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield down. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go heavy.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Ebron's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Easy. Motion.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down. On the carry, it's Boone. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down, Winston. Now a desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On play action, Winston. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. Blue lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it. Bring it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right.
Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. And Diggs has it. A gain of 6 there on first. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Winston. 20. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing. Winston. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm here all day. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.